Welcome. I'm sitting here with Lindale and Richard, and they are over another ministry that we really wanted to highlight today and take a little bit of time to let you guys get to know more about another ministry in the church. They are over our Overcomers ministry, which has been an extremely powerful ministry. So Richard, why don't you share a little bit about why Overcomers?
Well, because myself, personally, I have 32 years sobriety, and as a result, I need to pass the word on to those that need help, and that's why I want to get involved.
Okay, so explain what is Overcomers as a ministry?
Overcomers is a spinoff of AA, and what it does is it puts a Bible verse, absolute perfect Bible verse with each one of the steps. And then what you do is you work off of that principle of the step, plus go to the Bible and follow it up with whatever verse it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Lindy, why don't you, the reason we have them both here, so everyone understands, is Lindy is over our women's version of Overcomers, and obviously Richard runs our men's. So why don't you share a little bit about what the women's ministry has been experiencing and what your heart for the women's side is?
Oh, wow. The reason I got involved is a couple of years ago, I had just a slide where God was like, hey, I need you deeper. And for me to go deeper, I had to turn loose of some things that had been in my life for a long time, and alcohol was one of them. So I'm 2.5 years sober, and I'm looking forward to the rest of my life being that way. But I have a heart for women that have so many other things that they deal with in life. It's not just alcoholism. It's not just drugs. It's anxiety, depression, things that they've seen, things that they've experienced, families that they've come from that were dysfunctional or just lacking Christ in their lives. And that's where my heart is I just know that people really need Jesus, you know, and that's the biggest thing, and that's one of the greatest things that we can pass on, you know, that and acceptance, you know, just easy acceptance of wherever you are.
I think that's probably true for all of us, that we all need that acceptance.
And we all want to be accepted.
So where do you see the vision, the future of the women's ministry looking like in it?
Wow, I don't know. I'm still floored at being in the beginning. Every week we've had, you know, someone new or someone bring a friend, or there's just a lot of people out there that need acceptance. And so that's what we're given. We're given the love of God, and we're given acceptance, and we're given freedom from some stuff that we've been carrying around.
Life-changing.
Life-changing freedom, right. It's breaking chains.
Awesome. Yeah. Richard, why don't you fill us in a little bit on what's going on the men's side?
Well, the men's side is the reason we even did that was just because it's easier for men to talk with just men, and you know that's the gender thing. So the point being is that we have some days are better than others, kind of what's the word I'm after? Attendance, and so as a result, the word's getting out there, and faces are smiling, and they're not beating the floor and beating themselves up, and that's the good part, and that's God doing it, and I'm just directing traffic.
Well, I know as a church we've been extremely excited and honestly extremely pleased with what we've seen in this ministry already. I mean, it kind of started almost kind of overnight. It was just like God brought everything together one day and
in a week.
Yeah, in like a week. It was like we didn't have one, and all of a sudden, not only did we have one, we had men's and women's. And since then, it's just continued to blow up. Calls out of the blue, people finding us from all over. So we're really excited about this ministry. Really, really have a heart to help all people, but especially those that are dealing with addictions. And like Lindy said, is not just strictly alcohol. It covers a broad scope of addictions. We were kind of joking a little bit before. I just hope it doesn't ever cover coffee, because that's a big one, right?
Well, it depends on how much.
But anyway, we just wanted to let you guys know a little bit more about Overcomers. If you are interested in plugging in with either helping, or if you're sitting out there and you're thinking, hey, I've got some things in my life that I've needed to deal with, but just really haven't been willing to, or really not sure how to, this is a ministry you need to get plugged in with. So get in with either one of these two, and they can give you times and dates. And we would love to walk side by side with you in this ministry.
It's a lot like LifeSource. When I first came to LifeSource, I found no condemnation. And that's a lot how we try to just give that back to whoever comes. It's just like there's no condemnation. Just come, just come and let us
Could we
love
give
you.
them the time?
You haven't, but if you want to, go ahead. We'll end it with that.
Lindy's at 6:30 Mondays, right? And then the men are at 7:30, and that's just in case you have children or anything. You can trade out parents while you come into the group for a while. So we did that.
Awesome. Well, that's all the information about the ministry. Get with these two if you want to help, and we would love to see you get a part.